Mike here with 3PV to introduce you to our Aquapole series of floating carbon fiber action cam poles specifically designed for water sports. Aquapole T120, 120 centimeters, and Aquapole T80, 80 centimeters when extended. Exactly the same, it's just that T80 is a little bit more compact. Comes in a nice little neoprene sleeve. Zip it open, pull it out. What we have here is a 100% carbon fiber, aluminum and stainless steel construction. It features our single twist snap lock. To lock the pole, you simply turn on the top lock clockwise. To unlock it, you turn counterclockwise. So here I pull it open. To lock it, just turn clockwise and the pole is locked. You can do that at any length and there is no need to lock each section individually. That's a big time saver. The pole is completely sealed from top to bottom, and the only opening we have is that little ventilation hole here. So when you pull the pole open, air gets sucked inside through the ventilation hole and trapped, has nowhere to go. This is how the pole works. So let's say you're out on the water, okay, you drop the pole, the weight of the camera will push the top side of the pole down and the pole will float like this, okay, with the top side out of the water here, okay, not exposed, so the ventilation hole is not exposed to water. Now you can still drop it and submerge it multiple times because that hole is so tiny and the air has nowhere to go. It can still float after being submerged and dropped multiple times. That's not a concern. If at the end of your session you'll find yourself with a little water inside your pole, you can simply push it out, okay, close it in a snappy motion, push it out, shake it a little bit, rinse it, and you can store it away. You can actually hear it now, how the air is sucked and pushed out when I open and close the pole. This is the idea behind it, that the air gets trapped inside and has nowhere to go. This is what makes the pole float. Aquapole T120 and T80 are ultra stiff. When you have some poles out there, aluminum, especially aluminum poles, you went with the camera mounted, you move them like this and they bounce up and down. Aquapole is ultra stiff, what makes shooting on the water pleasure. Aquapole T120 and T80 will not float to your camera when completely closed. Aquapole T120 needs to have one section open and Aquapole T80 needs to have two sections open in order to have enough air to float even the heaviest cameras like GoPro Max and Insta-X3. Every once in a while, when you find yourself with a pole that no longer opens and closes smoothly, you can do a little servicing. Takes 2 minutes. You see the top part here of the aluminum caps, unscrew it and just apply some silicone grease here around the edges. If you don't have any silicone grease, any type of hand cream will do. And you'll see it will open and close smoothly again. On the bottom, we have a 1/4 inch bolt hole. This is to take our wrist strap adapter. So it can happen that you're out in the water shooting close to rocks, or it's super rough, or where the situation doesn't allow, where you don't have enough time to look for the pole. Okay, this is where the wrist strap adapter can come in handy. And the adapter, the aluminum adapter, has actually two functions. It's not only to take the wrist strap, you can also use it without the wrist strap. Remove it. And here you have the aluminum adapter and you can use it to seal off that ventilation hole. So let's say you're out on the water shooting for hours, okay, and you just don't want to run in any risk of losing the pole. You want to float for hours or days. Okay, what you can do is simply screw it on, keep it a little loose, okay, and then you can open and close it, and you will see that when you close it, it's just impossible for water to get in and the pole will actually float indefinitely. Keep in mind, when you use this adapter, okay, always keep it a little open when opening and closing the pole so the air can flow. So for example, if I have it closed here, okay, and I want to close or open the pole, then there is always, you know, a little friction. So make sure that you always, when using the adapter, keep this a little open so the air can flow. On top, we have a 1/4-inch screw. This is to be used with any type of camera accessories. Included in your purchase is our proprietary 3PV GoPro adapter. You can see the 4 holes here. This is a anti-loosening feature. Screw it on, and the only thing you have to do is you have a little arc clip here. Okay, you can push through one of those holes, and now absolutely impossible for the camera to come off. There you have it, Aquapole T120 and Aquapole T80, specifically designed for water sports.